Greetings, gardeners. Welcome to the Lava and Garden Show. Volcano, well, things are still pretty much about the same. At this point, we now have 12.5 square miles of land completely inundated and covered by lava. The exact number of new acres, I'm not sure, but off the Kapoho coast over here, we've been adding land pretty much non-stop. It's building up out there, and they're going to have to redraw the state map, which, as one of my clients said this morning, Hawaii is still a work in progress. This is one of the few places where creation and Genesis, Eden, is still actually fully occurring, has never slowed down. So many other places on earth are actually in the process of degradation, where you're wearing away, falling into the sea, washing down the rivers, and so on. Here in Hawaii, we're still making new land every day. This is welcome to creation in paradise. It's an oddball, but it's true. This place is a total microcosm of the universe at large, that you cannot have creation without destruction. Everything in the universe is an act of recycling. The calcium in my bones came from a dead star. Well, for the most part, Hawaii has been absent from the national news. We still get forecasts or reports on the volcano here on the local news, but on the national channels, it wasn't until the lava boat tours started back up here, and we had that lava bomb go through the roof of a tour boat the other day, that we went back onto the national news front again. We're back in the world's eye because of a lava bomb. Good thing with people blowing up bombs all across the planet, suicide bombs, underwear bombers, you name it. Here it's lava bombs. Love it. I guess the lady that was hurt the worst by this, it has been medevaced out to Honolulu. She was injured pretty well. Most of the rest of the people, I guess, was only minor injuries. You know, this brings to mind a couple of things. One is that when all of this changed and the national park had to close and stop putting lava off on the south side of the island, so the lava boat guys didn't have anything to do. As soon as it looked like they might be able to go in there and do lava tours on the Kapoho flow, the county went ahead and said, yeah, guys who had permits for doing lava boat tours, who said, hey, do it, because I mean, this is economy here. This is tourism, you know, and so they let them get right back in there. Now, there were limits set on how close they should get by the Coast Guard, and the guy that got hit by that lava bomb, the boat operator, had gone too close, so he'd gone beyond the safety limit when this happened. But you know, truth of the matter is that we do some of the most dangerous things on earth in the name of the economy here in Hawaii. Hawaii is the world's most dangerous Disneyland. People come here from all over the planet to enjoy the natural spectacles and the splendor of this place. And every year we have numbers of people that die due to drowning, just by being hauled out to sea or whatever, or people diving off of cliffs into the ocean and, you know, failing and becoming seriously injured or dead. You know, you can come here and put your surfboard on the 30-foot walls of water coming in up on the North Shore, you know, and hey, that's what we call fun, and then get bounced off the bottom of the ocean and beat along a reef if you fail. Yeah, when the lava was coming out here by Kalapana, there were tours of walking out to the lava streams, and where people would actually take a pancake turner or something and stick it in the lava flow, you know, and bring it home with them as a souvenir. You're allowed in the name of enjoyment and pleasure to just completely exterminate yourself here. Hawaii is the world's most dangerous Disneyland, and unfortunately, a lot of the folks that come here from areas where I believe dangerous activities are more highly regulated. we don't regulate a lot of stuff here. We're regulating more all the time, unfortunately, from my point of view. So there's always talk about how we need to tighten up safety here, you know, more lifeguards, blah, 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 stuff like this. Personally, I've always been one that snorted every time I pick up a bottle and it says, oh, caution, do not point towards, you know, your face because the contents could be under pressure, or, you know, matchbook, make sure you close cover before striking, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff, it's like, you know, what are we getting stupider all the time, you know? It's pretty nutty from my point of view. I really like it when things are more unregulated and we're allowed to go out and completely destroy ourselves and end our lives just having fun, you know. I like that better anyway, so I don't want to see things get tightened up here. So y'all, when you come visiting, you be careful. You never know when that lava boat operator's going to be getting a little too close to the lava bombs. Yeah. So otherwise, then, as far as the garden's concerned, things have been pretty good here. The rainfall is slight. I had 0 on the gauge the other night. They had 6 inches over Pahoa. The heat from the volcano is definitely drawing all the moisture down there in southeast Puna. Hey, it's so much cloud down that way I can't even sight in my new telescope I got for my birthday. I need to find 3 bright points to get the computer lined up. I can't see the sky because the condensation of from the heat of that eruption down there is just causing huge volumes of clouds. But we're not getting the rain from it. You get down there by Leilani and Pahoa, and oh man, it's just raining non-stop now. Pahoa used to be a kind of dry place, a little drier than Mountain View. Not anymore. So we're seeing a lot of weather change. In the garden, I see that my new fruit fly traps have begun to attract a few fruit flies. Yep, you see there are a couple of them little guys trapped inside that bottle there. 1, 2, 3 I see so far. Not exactly an overnight sensation, but the flies are coming. So far, nothing in the moth traps, but all of the fruit fly traps seem to have a few flies in them already. The Giant Lilikoi is blooming nicely. We have flowers all over the vine. My trellis collapsed on me. Bummer. So the vine is rambling everywhere. And right over here is fruit forming. We're starting to get giant lilikois, and so I will have seed back on my website for this plant probably in a month or so. So you can look forward to that. People have been asking me about the seed for this, and yeah, I'll have it again. Tamarillo crop is really nice. This is a new variety from New Zealand. It appears to be quite prolific. Large groups of tamarillos on this thing. Little slow to ripen, but oh man, is this a good quality tamarillo. So many of them that I've had are just way too acid. This one's on the smallish side, but man, is it sweet. It's actually could almost be eaten like a fruit. It's the most tomato-like of the tamarillos that I've seen yet. It looks like this trap's got at least 4 or 5 flies in it. No, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's a lot of them in here. That's good. That's real good. And right next to it here, you'll see the bishop's cap pepper, Capsicum baccatum. This is just a fabulous, fabulous pepper here for Hawaii. The plant tolerates the conditions really well. As soon as they ripen out red, I'll have seeds for the bishop's cap, or you call balloon chili, on the web. Popcorn's looking good, and despite a little earworm damage on the edge there, she's ripening out. Oh yeah, oh yeah, getting the color. Ears are all turning gold out here. About time for me to bring these in. I guess I gotta harvest my popcorn. Oh yeah. Looking real good. Yeah, we did an Indian popcorn last year that was fairly successful, called Glass Gems, but I didn't find that it popped all that well. So this year we're into a form of Japanese hollis known as robust. It seems to produce really well. It's not as pretty as Glass Gems was, but it's productive. We'll find out how it pops later. And the sweet corn's looking good, looking sweet, that sweet corn. The ears are getting there, but no brown silks yet. Gotta wait for brown silk. Jalapenos are doing reasonably well, but not nearly as well as the balloon chilies. And I want to thank everybody after my last video where we walked around the nursery here who stopped in because of the video and bought a bunch of stuff. We're still alive. And as you can see over my shoulder, the nursery is still full. So come on down. We got all kind of stuff here. A lot of interesting stuff. I'm being told that some of these things are really unusual. And some of them are. Some of them are real common too. I mean, I got parsley and basil, right? But we also have 8 different varieties of jaboticabas for sale. Top that. So there you have it for today for the lava and garden report. Aloha. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.